In this video, we'll be taking a look at two NFL games happening on August 11, 2024, and providing you with free team picks and total picks for each one of those games, so 4 picks in total. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released, so that you have more time to plan out your bets as we provide these videos on a daily basis. I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on these two NFL games after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start: if you would like to gain access to our best exclusive sports picks to take your journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below, where we offer our best single picks, parlay picks, and much more. Now let's get started. Denver Broncos versus Indianapolis Colts. The Indianapolis Colts are set to host the Denver Broncos in the first preseason game for both teams. Last season, Denver ended with an 8-9 record, missing the playoffs, while the Colts stumbled at the finish line, ending their season with a 9-8 record after a critical loss in the final week that cost them a playoff berth. As we head into the 2024 season, both teams are eager to improve upon their previous performances and make a strong push toward postseason success. The Denver Broncos managed to secure 8 wins last season, yet they have not made a playoff appearance since their Super Bowl victory in 2015. Entering their second year under head coach Sean Payton, the team faces a new era, with Bo Nix potentially taking the reins at quarterback, as Russell Wilson is no longer in the picture. Running back Javon Williams has shown glimpses of potential, while wide receivers Marvin Mims Jr. and Courtland Sutton provide capable targets in the passing game. Although the Broncos possess a decent offensive line, none of this will matter if Nix or Jarrett Stidham cannot effectively lead the offense. On the defensive side, the Broncos struggled significantly last year, and expectations for improvement are low. While Pat Surtain too remains a standout cornerback and the defensive line is solid, the overall lack of talent and depth on this side of the ball could lead to another disappointing season, potentially placing Denver among the top 5 picks in the upcoming draft. The Indianapolis Colts, who finished last season with 9 wins, are also entering their second year under head coach Shane Steichen. This season brings heightened expectations, particularly considering that the Colts nearly made the playoffs without their starting quarterback. With Anthony Richardson healthy and ready to go, the offense gains a dynamic playmaker. Wide receivers Michael Pittman Jr. and Josh Downs form a formidable duo, with rookie Adonai Mitchell adding an intriguing element to the receiving core. The Colts boast an above-average offensive line, and Jonathan Taylor is arguably one of the best running backs in the league. Defensively, the Colts feature an elite defensive line anchored by Kwity Paye and DeForest Buckner, with a secondary that is capable of holding its own. The addition of Raekwon Davis adds depth and strength to the defense, though questions remain at the linebacker position. If the Colts can stay healthy, particularly at quarterback, they could be a team to watch as they aim for a deep playoff run. The quarterback competition in Denver should make the Broncos a competitive team during the preseason. Each offensive drive will carry weight as the quarterbacks vie for the starting position, with 2 of the 3 options having prior NFL starting experience. Facing a Colts defense that struggled last season and lacks depth, the Broncos have a good chance to find success. Conversely, the Denver defense may only have to contend with a limited appearance from Anthony Richardson, who is unlikely to run the ball much, giving the Broncos an opportunity to keep the Colts in check. The Colts, with most of their roster already set, might face challenges against a Broncos team eager to secure key roster spots. With many positions still up for grabs in Denver, expect significant playing time for Bo Nix and Jarrett Stidham, which could lead to offensive production due to their consistent reps. Given the circumstances, the Denver Broncos to cover the spread as underdogs is our full game side pick. With the risk of re-injury, it is unlikely that Anthony Richardson will see much playing time, leading to a potential drop in talent at the quarterback position unless a resurgence from Joe Flacco occurs. Zach Wilson remains a middling quarterback at best, and Bo Nix, still a rookie, will need time to develop. As this is the first preseason game, both teams may adopt a more cautious approach on offense, focusing on building chemistry rather than scoring points. These games serve primarily to boost the confidence of key players while evaluating potential depth pieces on the roster. While it is possible for one team to score more than 20 points, it is unlikely that both will, making under the projected total our full game total pick. Dallas Cowboys versus Los Angeles Rams. Two teams that made it to the postseason in the National Football Conference last year will wrap up the first full week of preseason action in the NFL as they face off in Los Angeles. The Dallas Cowboys are hitting the road, heading west to take on the Los Angeles Rams on Sunday afternoon. Dallas ended the 2023 season with an impressive 12-5 record, claiming the National Football Conference East title, only to suffer a disappointing defeat in the wild card round, where they were soundly beaten 48-32 by the Packers, a score that doesn't fully reflect the game's one-sided nature. Meanwhile, Los Angeles finished last season with a solid 10-7 record, securing a wild card spot, but their playoff run was cut short with a narrow 24-23 loss to the Lions on the road. The last time these two teams met in the preseason was on August 17, 2019, when the Cowboys came away with a 14-10 victory on the road. The Dallas Cowboys have consistently won 12 games in each of the last 3 seasons and are entering their 5th year under the leadership of coach Mike McCarthy. However, the team faces significant challenges on offense, particularly with the losses of key players like Tony Pollard, Michael Gallup, Tyron Smith, and Tyler Biadasz. Adding to their concerns, star receiver CeeDee Lamb is in the midst of contract negotiations, which could further complicate their offensive efforts. While Dak Prescott remains a steady presence at quarterback, the offensive line, once a strength of the team, is no longer as formidable, and the return of Ezekiel Elliott doesn't significantly bolster their prospects. On the defensive side, though, the Cowboys are expected to excel, thanks to the formidable duo of DeMarcus Lawrence and Micah Parsons, who are among the best in the league. A full season of Trevon Diggs will be a huge boost, and Daron Bland is coming off an outstanding sophomore season. While the Cowboys have some concerns, they remain a strong team, although their current standing in the futures market might be inflated by public sentiment. The Los Angeles Rams have achieved double-digit wins in 5 of the last 7 seasons and are now entering their 8th year under coach Sean McVay. The team was dealt a major blow with the retirement of star defensive tackle Aaron Donald. But despite this, they still possess the potential to make a deep playoff run. At 36 years old, quarterback Matthew Stafford remains an above-average player, and having a full season with Cooper Kupp is expected to greatly enhance the offense. Additionally, Kyren Williams, coming off a 1,000-yard season, and rookie Blake Corum provide valuable depth in the running back position. Even though they lost Jalen Ramsey, the Rams have bolstered their defense with the additions of Tre'Davious White and Darius Williams, forming an impressive cornerback duo. Jared Verse, a talented pass rusher, could immediately fill the void left by Allen on the defensive line. On paper, the Rams appear to be a playoff contender, capable of competing for a division title and posing a significant threat in the National Football Conference. As the preseason gets underway, both teams have several gaps to fill on the defensive side of the ball. Dallas has already suffered a significant loss with Sam Williams out for the season due to a knee injury, further depleting the depth they boasted last season. The fact that Prescott won't play during the preseason adds another layer of uncertainty for the Cowboys, as backup quarterbacks Cooper Rush and Trey Lance are unlikely to make a significant impact. While the Rams may not have much depth at the quarterback position to instill fear in their opponents, Dallas struggled to defend against the run last season, especially when teams committed to it. The Buffalo game from last year serves as a prime example of this weakness. On the other hand, Los Angeles has a solid and deep stable of running backs and will have the advantage of playing at home. Historically, I've often emphasized the unpredictability of preseason games, which makes laying more than 3 points risky. These games are often decided by small margins, and there is value in taking the underdog with a decent point spread. Although we're unlikely to see Matthew Stafford in action, and it's reported that Jimmy Garoppolo won't play in the preseason either, the Rams, led by a quarterback duo of Stetson Bennett and Dresser Wynn, to cover the spread as underdogs is our full game side pick. The Dallas Cowboys enter this season after a largely successful 2023 campaign, although their postseason performance left much to be desired as they were eliminated after just 1 game. Having Cooper Rush and Trey Lance at quarterback for this game is a positive sign for Dallas in this preseason contest. The Los Angeles Rams, who were also eliminated in the first round of the playoffs last year, had a strong regular season led by Stafford and his supporting cast. While the Rams' quarterback options for this game may not be ideal, I believe Bennett could still create some opportunities with his mobility. Both teams are likely to put together a few scoring drives, despite the preseason's tendency to be dominated by defense. Historically, when these two teams meet, the offense tends to prevail, with the over-hitting in 6 out of their last 10 matchups, and one or both teams scoring over 30 points in 8 of those games. In last year's preseason, the Rams struggled mightily, allowing 41, 34, and 34 points in in their games. Although the offense was lackluster, the improved health of Matthew Stafford could lead to better results early in this preseason. The Cowboys, on the other hand, averaged nearly 400 yards per game last season and will aim to start strong after averaging over 28 points per game in the 2023 preseason. Dallas saw the overhit in 2 of their 3 preseason games last year, including a 28-23 home loss to the Jaguars in Week 1, which easily surpassed the 38-point total set by the sportsbooks. Over the last 3 preseasons, the Cowboys have split their 10 games in relation to the total. The Rams, meanwhile, went over the total in all 3 of their preseason games last year, including a 34-17 loss to the Chargers in their preseason opener, which blew past the 31-point total set for the contest. Over the last 3 preseasons, Los Angeles has seen the over go 5-3-1. Given the defensive questions surrounding both teams, over the projected total is our full game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed. Subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.